delusional.
I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
Tell me more about that.
Honestly, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there. It's like, these are not my men in terms of attraction. Now, if I'm just going to have a kiki, sure. But like, these are not the men that are interested in me in that capacity.
What do you mean you date straight? Well, like, I don't fucking know. Maybe because the nigga's like 10 feet. My thing is, they're not straight. I think you just mean like you prefer down low men. You know what I mean? And now I will say the gay community is a little bit judgmental towards somebody that you are like 9 feet though. You get what I mean? And you wear heels and, you're more of like I don't know how to say it, but I in the way I get what you mean, I never really considered you. I just thought like, I don't fucking know y'all. And then I know y'all gonna fucking say that I hate. I think you should have just said, I prefer down low men. Cause ain't no goddamn way a straight man is like, I don't know.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. You can support uncensored conversations via Cash App or buying your girl a coffee. Hey y'all, I just wanted to pop in here and briefly talk about this whole situation with Magic Johnson's son. Now, if you guys have been living under a rock, this man went viral basically saying that he only dates or he only attracts straight men. First of all, any man dealing with you is not a straight man. I don't care if he's on the down low. I don't care if he has a beard. I don't care if he's telling you that he is not a homosexual man. Any man that is dealing with you is in fact a gay man, and there's nothing wrong with that. Be gay. I'm not saying that as a diss. I'm just saying it as a fact. If they are dealing with you, they are in fact a gay man.
EJ Johnson got in that interview and said he can wear a skirt because he looks just as good as any woman that wears a skirt. I don't care how many wigs a man put on. I don't care how many nails. I don't care what dress you wear, what eyelashes you put on, or what makeup you put on. You will never beat a woman at being a woman. And then he goes on to say that he only dates straight men. No, sir. No, sir. Any man that is willing to lay down with EJ Johnson is not a straight man. With all due respect, a straight man won't even look your way. A straight man won't even give you the time of day. We gotta stop putting this narrative on straight men like all straight men like men in some form or aspect. No, we don't. DL men that hide what they like, yeah, they might do it. But a real straight man, stop putting us in that category, man. Stop putting us in that category. It's like the world will not stop talking until they recognize all straight men as GAY. And I'm not going for it, bro. I'm not going for it, for real.
This whole conversation, honestly, it highlights something that I really want to get into, which is the misogyny of LGBT men. And I'm not saying that it's all of them. No, absolutely not. There are some men within the LGBT community that are not misogynist and very hateful towards women, but there is a large enough portion, and honestly it stems from them being in competition with us, the blueprints.
Comes to men, has always been what some people consider the straight guy always being the one that would approach you.
Or somebody who, has been intimate and dating, women for most of their life, or like up until then, for sure. Now it's like even more so, now that I definitely present in more of a feminine way. Because also like, it's like my energy is that. Like, even when I was a kid and like they were like, well, you can't wear skirts. And I was like, well, why not? It's like my inner being was like, there's nothing wrong with this, especially if I look cuter than any girl does. Like, what's the problem? I'm out all the time, and like I'm killing a dress and no one else is. Like, the girls in the room are not doing it. Like, they don't look cute. They're not dressed to any nines. So Yeah.
I love it.
So when you have these trans, and I say this in air quotes because you can never transition into a woman, when you have these men walking around with gender dysphoria thinking that they are women, they feel as though the only way to really validate the delusion that's going on in their mind is to win against a biological woman. So they compete against us in every facet. That's why every single time you turn around, they're saying slick about real women. They're saying slick about us, even though we are the blueprint. We are the very thing that they are trying to pretend to be. And it's inherently misogynistic. It is inherently misogynistic for a man to think that he can be a better woman than a biological woman. And so you had this man and his delusion come out and say that he looks better than biological women. Not even when hell freezes over will you be a better woman or look better than a woman, period. You can look like a good man. And to be honest, okay, you're not even clearing other trans women. You're not even clearing other trans women with the same delusion that you have. I've seen some where they had some really good surgeries. They don't look terrible. I've seen a few. Okay, I'm going to keep it honest. We have to be honest over here. You're not clearing even them. You look like a burly man in a wig. You look like a burly man in clothes that don't fit you. Let's be honest here. And see, obviously he can't see that because he is delusional. And the problem is we hype up people that are delusional because we don't want to seem transphobic. Oh, we don't want to seem this phobic or that phobic. So we hype up people that look a damn mess in order to virtue signal about how we're not phobic. We're not phobic against them. Look, he looks great. Clock it. T's T, even though visually he looks a mess. I'm sorry. And I have images up here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. No, you are not clearing a biological woman. Please, for the love of everything that is honest and true, you are not clearing a biological woman. But in their mind, they are competing with us. So at every chance they get, they're going to try to throw real women under the bus in an effort to feed into their delusion. And other delusional people will hype it up. Other broads that just want to virtue signal, they'll hype it up. But see, it's very dangerous when you allow people that are this delusional to be out here in the world with the rest of us, and then you hype up their delusion. This is how you end up with these big burly men in wigs beating on biological women, fighting biological women. Because no matter what you think, no matter how feminine you think you are, sir, your wingspan is damn near double my height. You are slapping me into oblivion if we get into a tussle. You are not a feminine being. You are a masculine being in a wig. And that's just facts. Situations like this, it really does harm the overall messaging for people like this, people with this type of gender dysphoria, because best believe there are men out there with this gender dysphoria that are simply trying to mind their business. They're not trying to compete with women. They are just trying to live as best they can and as comfortable as they can. But y'all are giving them bad PR. And I think that that is such a disservice to your community. Why are you out here giving them this bad PR so that we're all looking at them like they're crazy, even though you are the only crazy one in the room? It's a mess. Magic Johnson's son need to get a clue. He is not clearing a biological woman. He is not clearing even other trans that look way better than him. Like, he's not clearing any of this. Sir, you're cockeyed, you're huge, there's nothing feminine about you. And that's okay. Okay, that's okay. And it's okay that you have this high self-esteem, but don't get out here trying to talk crazy, because understand the internet will respond. The moment you put these ideas out there into the ether, we have every right to respond to what you said. If you had just kept these delusional thoughts to yourself, I wouldn't care. Most biological women really wouldn't care, because guess what? We wouldn't know. We wouldn't give a damn. I'm not trying to reach into the mind of Magic Johnson's son to find out how he feels about it. I don't care. But the moment you put it out on the internet, we have a right to respond to your delusional claims. And it just is what it is. But y'all, I am curious to hear you guys' thoughts down below. How do you feel about this whole video? Do you agree with me where it's like, bruh, this is delusion maxed out? Like, out of all the characteristics for your avatar that you could max out, why choose to max out the delusion characteristic? Or do you disagree with me where it's like, no, he's eating all these looks up, and of course, straight men want to be with this biological man, even though that is the antithesis of the definition of a heterosexual man. I am curious to hear you guys' thoughts down below. If you like the video, like the video. The more you interact with it, the more it gets pushed down to the algorithm. Also, hype the video if that function is available. If you're feeling a little extra generous, the link is in the description to buy your girl a coffee. Thank you guys so much, and I will see y'all with the next one. Deuces.